Here's the Paludarium. We haven't had an update on the Paludarium in quite some time. As you can see, the fiddler crab is hanging out on the land area here, eating. They eat bacteria, any little food bits they can find, pieces of algae, things like that. So he's just chilling out. And over here we have the this aquatic marginal type plant. I bought it this year because it was growing in a stagnant pool at the nursery. So I knew it would be a good candidate for this particular tank. The Gesneria that was here was doing really well, but then after it flowers for a really long time, it just kind of goes kaput. So I've got some little ones in here that I'll be growing out. And the air plants here, they're doing very well as long as they stay relatively dry. They like this tank because of the high humidity levels, because of the water in the bottom. In case you're not familiar with what a paludarium is, it's basically a terrarium aquarium hybrid. And I finally am able to grow some aquatic plants in here. I think because I only have a couple crabs left, they don't get beat up as much. And now I have some aquatic plants that are thriving. I've taken some Rotalia indica from my other tank, and that's doing quite well here. That's this plant over here. And that white bag that is not quite so attractive, that is now necessary. As you can see from the beginning of the video, the picture, this area with this cute little creeping plant that I can't remember the name of, is rather sparse as opposed to the picture in the beginning of the video when it was big and thick and lush. But that was because I had a pump issue. The pump broke. I had to replace it with a different pump. The only pump I had on hand was way too powerful for this tank and basically washed out this whole area. But now it's growing back. But the key to keeping the pumps going is this mesh bag, which keeps the substrate away from the pump. The one problem with aquarium substrates, even though they're a lot better than they used to be for growing plants, they break down, just like anything else, just like potting soil. They break down, they become very dusty, and in this case, that dust gets into the pump and breaks the pump. So, but I have this plant that's in the aquarium trade. It's called a banana. It's not a banana, it has nothing to do with a banana, but it's actually related to a lotus. It's just the rhizomes on the bottom have a tendency to look like bananas. And the guppies the baby guppies love to hang out here. And you can see I have some pretty fantail guppies there. And they continue to breed, so I will never run out of guppies. Okay. Let's see if I can move the light out of the way here. And you can see down into the tank on the bottom. Just go down the side here, and you'll be able to see the aquatic plants that are doing really, really well. This is what's called a Vallisneria, jungle val. And you can kind of see the way it grows. It sends out a runner, and then you get a new plant, and then it sends out another runner, and you get a new plant. So that's a great way of filling in your tank very, very quickly. This is the Rotalia indica. Very pretty fern-like plant. It's doing very well now. So because they have less crabs, I can have more aquatic plants. And I do see the other inhabitants of the tank. I will show separate videos for them. They're not all out at the same time. It varies when I see them. Okay.